I'm going to be going on a business trip from tomorrow. Make sure that you pack my suitcase with everything that I'm going to need. If you forget even a single thing, we're going to have to get a divorce. Get to work, wife.
I'm really sorry, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that for you. Remember how I was telling you that I wasn't feeling well recently? I went to the hospital today to get checked out, and it turned out to be something serious. I had to be admitted to the hospital, and it looks like I'm going to be here for a while.
Are you serious? What's wrong with you? Did you really have to get sick right now? I kind of needed your help.
The doctor says that he wants to talk to you directly about my operation and our future. It's looking really bad, and I'm probably going to have to get an emergency surgery. The success rate for the surgery is quite low, and he needs to talk to you about that as well.
What are you talking about? These kind of things only happen in movies. I think that you're over-exaggerating things.
I'm serious about what I just told you. It's not a joke. I have to get back to the hospital soon, so do you think that you'd be able to leave work early? I want you to come with me to the hospital and talk to the doctor about all of this.
You want me to leave work today? You're kidding, right? You know how busy I am.
What do you mean? I really need you to come.
There's no way that I can go to the hospital today.
Why not?
Is whatever sickness you have affecting your brain? I just told you I'm busy. I'm going on a business trip tomorrow. Jeez. Why do I have to go all the way to the hospital for you? You can just go there yourself. Unlike you, I actually have a job. I'm busy working and I can't deal with your crap right now. I guess you wouldn't know how busy work is because you're just a housewife. This is one of those things that you should be sorting out yourself. Don't bother me with your problems.
Still, the doctor wants to talk to you about my surgery. I think that you should come, even if it means leaving your work to someone else. And remember, I only became a housewife because you asked me to.
Who cares if I asked you or not? It doesn't change the fact that you're an unemployed parasite that wouldn't have anything if I didn't give it to you.
You don't have to say it like that. That's so mean. If I do end up having to live at the hospital for a while, it affects all of us. Who is going to look after Kyle if I'm not home? The doctor says that he wants to discuss this with my entire family, as it's going to affect us all.
Take him with you to the hospital then, if you really want. Either way, I won't be able to go, so stop asking me.
Are you really that busy today? I'm about to have an emergency surgery. Don't you want to see me before I go in?
I said I'm too busy today. This is probably the busiest I've been all year. I have to get everything done today because I'm going abroad from tomorrow. There's just no way I'm going to have any time to go to the hospital today. This is your problem, so you need to solve it by yourself.
Do you really understand how serious the situation is? I might die if things go badly. How could you treat me like this?
Stop over-exaggerating things. You've watched way too many films. I'm sure you're going to be just fine. What's even wrong with you? It's definitely not something that I know how to treat, so there's no point asking me to come to the hospital. Can you not sort this out yourself?
If it wasn't so serious, I would deal with it myself. This time it's way too serious for me to handle alone. I don't know what to do. You're my husband and my family. I really want you to come with me to the hospital and support me. If you can, could you take the afternoon off and come to pick me up?
I can't take any more time off from work. I've already asked for a day off tomorrow.
Wait, what? I thought that you were going on a business trip from tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I am, but I also need some time to relax.
So you're going abroad for a work trip but taking a day off at the same time? Are you really going for work?
Shut up and stop asking me questions. You don't even work, so how would you know about what we do on work trips? Why are you talking to me in this tone? You do know that you're just a housewife, right? You shouldn't be talking so arrogantly. If I ditch you, then your life is over. Make sure that you understand the position that you're in.
I know that I rely on you a lot. I really don't want to have to ask you for help, but that's how serious this is. I really wish that you would just cancel your trip and help me out. I need to get my belongings together and head to the hospital, as it looks like I'm going to be living there for a while. I know that work is important, but I was hoping that you would prioritize my health this time. How long are you planning to be away for?
Don't you dare tell me what to do. My trip is meant to be 1 or 2 weeks long, depending on how things go.
What are we going to do about our son, Kyle? I'm going to be at the hospital for the entire time.
You're the housewife, aren't you?
But I just told you I'm going to be living at the hospital. Fine. I'll try to ask my mom to see if she can look after him.
You better not say bad things about me to her. This trip I'm going on is for work, so it can't be helped. And make sure that you prepare my suitcase with everything that I need.
I don't know if I'll be able to. I have to prepare my own things to go to the hospital.
You really are a selfish person, aren't you? Do you only care about yourself? Go ahead and just go to the hospital already. I really don't care anymore. You're so useless. Make sure you finish all the housework before you go, though. I also expect the house to be completely clean when I get back in a few weeks' time.
I'm really scared, Ryan. Like, I might not get out of this alive. That's how serious this is. Would you at least listen to what the doctor has to say? If not, I can try to explain to you. Could we talk about this tonight?
For Christ's sake! I told you I'm busy at work. I'm not going to get back till late at night. Make sure that you make preparations for my trip. Goodbye.
I'm going to the hospital to get a surgery.
I was about to miss my flight thanks to you. Why didn't you wake me up like you always do? That's what a housewife should be doing.
I'm sorry, but I did try to wake you up. I was pretty busy getting ready to go to the hospital and dropping Kyle off at my mom's place.
Stop making up excuses. I don't want to listen to any of your nonsense. I'm really busy, so I don't want you to waste my time like this. Anyway, do you really have to go to the hospital that badly? You better be out the hospital and back in the house by the time I get back from my trip.
I don't know when I'm getting back out. I have no idea if I'm even going to be able to ever get out the hospital now. I have my first emergency surgery tomorrow. Do you really have to go on this work trip? Do you have to be the one that goes? Can someone else not take your place and go instead?
Of course it has to be me. I'm the only one that's capable enough to go on this trip. Even if I wasn't on this trip, I still wouldn't be going to the hospital with you.
What? I don't understand.
Why should I use up my precious weekend off looking after you? I'm a very busy man, and I have a life outside of work too, you know. Unlike a housewife like you, I have places to go and things that I want to do. Stop wasting your time and mine and get the housework finished.
I'll make sure to contact you once my surgery is over.
No need for that. Keep your drama to yourself. If anything I really need to know happens, I'm sure the morgue will contact me. Are you done yet? I need to get back to work.
I can't believe how I'm being treated. I'm really sick, you know. Good luck with your work trip. I hope that it goes well.
I'm coming back the day after tomorrow. Make sure that the house is clean when I get back. I'm coming back from my trip tonight. Why are you ignoring me? Who the hell do you think you are? This is unacceptable. I'm your husband. Hurry up and reply to me. You don't have the authority to ignore my messages. What are you even doing right now? Are you still at the hospital? You've got to be at the hospital by now, right? I'm getting on my flight soon. You better have dinner prepared for me by the time I get back home. She passed away earlier today. Wait, what? Is today the last day of your vacation? What are you talking about? I didn't think you were the kind of person to try to prank me like this. It's not even funny. Did you think that I would fall for such an obvious lie? My name is Tom. I'm one of Mina's closest friends, and I've known her for around 30 years now. Tom? Did we meet before? I guess we haven't talked since we met each other at your wedding. She passed away earlier today. How do you feel about your wife dying on the final day of your vacation? What are you talking about? What kind of joke is this? Did you really think that I would joke about something so serious? Everything that I just said is the truth. All of her friends and relatives have already arrived at the hospital. You're never going to be able to see her face ever again. You can't be serious. Stop trying to make me worried by making up this nonsense. This is taking things way too far for a joke. I really wish that this was all just a joke and that she would be alive right now. You're the one that took things too far. What are you trying to say? Like I said earlier, I'm one of her friends, but I'm also a lawyer. A lawyer? I was asked by her to become her lawyer for this case. I am contacting you on behalf of my client. You may not like it, but I took a look through all of the text history between you two. I really can't believe the things that you said to her, even though she was seriously sick. How could you treat her like that? You're so heartless. Is she really dead? Let's just clear that up first, okay? This is all really sudden. You can talk to your parents later if you want to know the details. They know everything that happened. There is no need for you to attend her funeral. Do not try to attend. You're not welcome. Why should I not be able to attend? I still don't believe that this is really happening. You're just joking. As I told you earlier, I would not joke about something so serious. You no longer have the right to attend her funeral. After all, you're just a stranger to her. What are you talking about? I'm her husband. Not anymore. Do you remember that you left divorce papers signed by you in your home? You kept on threatening her with those papers, didn't you? Well, we got those forms filled in by her, so you guys are now divorced. The house that you two lived in was in her name, so it is no longer your property at all. As for your personal belongings, your parents took them all and disposed of everything. You've got to be kidding me. What are you trying to say? I'm telling you that you no longer have a house and nowhere to come home to. You can't be serious. That house was my property. That house was bought with the money that she had saved up from working. She only quit her job and became a housewife because you forced her to. Ever since she became a housewife, you didn't give her any money at all. All you did was give her just enough to pay for your living expenses. You kept on lying to her about going on work trips and spent all the money on your vacations. That must have been a really fun life for you. Why the hell do you know about that? She was on the brink of death, but you weren't at the hospital. Your parents decided to contact your workplace to try and get in touch with you. They said that you weren't on a work trip at all. No way. They contacted my workplace without my permission. Why would they need your permission? Thanks to them, we managed to figure out what you were doing behind her back. Are you telling me that my company knows about this too? Yes, they do. You really were a trash husband right till the very last moment. Shut up! I'm not going to let you guys just steal my house. That's my house and I need that place to live. You better shut your mouth. Did you know that she tried her best to get along with you till her very last moment? Did she really? We all told her that it would be a waste, but she even wrote you a love letter. I really don't see why you deserve it, but it was her will, so I'm going to give it to you. Wait, she really wrote a letter for me before she died? She was such a kind person. Even till her very last moment, she blamed herself for your actions. Thanks to you, she had to suffer till the very moment that she died. It hurt so much just thinking about what she had to go through. It's not like I knew that this was going to happen. I wouldn't have treated her like I did if I knew she was dying. I only went on this vacation because I needed to release some stress. You really are such a selfish person. It's disgusting. By the way, all of her money and property is going to be given to Kyle. You guys are divorced now, so none of her belongings will be going to you. All of the divorce paperwork has been completed, and your divorce has been officially approved. I didn't approve any of that. Didn't you threaten her with a divorce many times in the past? All of the evidence for that can be found in the text messages that you sent her. You also filled in the divorce papers yourself. It doesn't matter if you filled it in to threaten her. It was still signed by you. It's already too late for you to nullify it. Well, then what's going to happen to Kyle? He's going to be coming with me, right? Not a chance. Her parents are going to take him in and raise him. As her lawyer, I'm going to do my best to make everything that she asked me to do come true. How is this happening to me? Are you guys really trying to take absolutely everything from me? After everything you did to her, I think you deserve much worse. You have no house to come back to now, and your parents are going to be cutting ties with you. You really don't have anyone left that you can depend on for help. I actually have a real job, so I don't need to depend on anyone to make a living. I'm not a dependent housewife like her. I don't need anyone else. Actually, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be unemployed very soon. Your workplace knows that you lied about being sick and took time off work so that you could go on vacation. Good luck finding another job after you have that on your record. They're going to fire me. I'm going to have to find another job. You can check with them directly if you really want to know. I hope that you do lose your job now. You deserve to lose everything after how you treated such a kind person. Her last wish before she passed away was for Kyle's happiness and successful future. Everything that she owned was given to him, and we are all going to do our best to support him so that her wish comes true. But what about me then? What am I meant to do from now on? I've lost my wife, so at least let me keep my son. I don't want to be completely alone. Give me back my house. Who do you guys think I am? You guys shouldn't be treating me like this. Do you really want to know what we think of you? We all think that you're a self-centered prick that should go and rot in hell. That's saying way too much. I think you should start your life from scratch. I'm going to make you lose absolutely everything. Don't you dare try to say anything or do anything to her family. Leave them all alone, you piece of trash.
Ever since getting married, Ryan threatened Mina every single day by saying that he didn't mind getting divorced from her. One day, she got very sick and had to go to the hospital. She asked him to come with her, but he refused as he told her that he had to go on a work trip. However, that was a lie, and he was actually going on a vacation by himself. On the very last day of the vacation, he received a text saying that she had passed away. He received a text from Tom, one of her closest friends. He was also her lawyer, and he told him that they were now divorced and that their house and all their property had been given to Kyle, their son. He had nowhere to go home to now, and his workplace had found out that he was lying about being sick and was actually on vacation. He was fired immediately, and his life was falling apart. After returning from his vacation, he realized that what Tom had told him had all been the truth. He had nowhere to go and realized that he had no idea what to do next. His parents came to give him the letter that she had written for him before she died. He was in tears reading the words of love that she had written for him even after all the horrible things that he did to her in the past. He finally started to realize what he had done and started to regret it all. It was too late for any of that. He had lost absolutely everything, and he had to start his life back from zero. Apparently, he cries himself to sleep every single night looking at photos of her from when she was still alive. If only he could have cared for her this much when she was still alive. Maybe her surgery would have succeeded if she had received the love and care that she deserved. Let's hope that he learns from all his mistakes and lives a life that benefits others instead of just himself.